want to break down some material from a book by Gary Chaffee called Technique Patterns. Very interesting book and very useful for learning how to solo on the drum set. So basically, it starts on page 52 of the book. It talks about compound stickings. A compound sticking is just typically a combination of strokes. So for example, in the book he talks about what he calls a 3A. It's a single accent followed by two non-accents. It's a group of three. So it could be right, left, left, right, left, left. And what it's doing, it's playing an accent followed by two non-accents. Or left side. And in the scheme of things, to really understand the mechanics and the flow, or the orchestration, if you will, of the hands, you really need to understand the four levels that are involved that he talks about on page 55. So he says if you're playing an accent, it can either be a full stroke or a downstroke. What he means by that is if it's a full stroke, it's an accent that's going to be followed by an accent. So if you're originating the accent from this position, the accent could come from anywhere. It could be here. It just has to be consistent. The idea is that you're following an accent by a non-accent, so your stick continues to stay up in the accent position. Okay? If you were playing, for example, an accent followed by a non-accent, then you would play a downstroke, because now you'd come up with a non-accent. So if you allowed the stick to come back, you're out of position for the next stroke. That's basically all it is. So it'd be a downstroke with a no accent, as one example. Or you could have two stickings that would involve non-accents, and that would be either a tap, which is a series of no accents followed by no accents, or you could have an upstroke, which is nothing but an orchestrated move, which says you're playing a non-accent that's going to be followed by an accent. For example, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft. In the grander scheme of things, the upstroke really becomes more of the molar whip, but I'm not going to go into that detail in this particular phrase. So just think of it as an assisted up followed by an accent. Okay? So that's what he means by the downs, ups, taps, and fulls. And you'll see that notated in the book. So what I'm going to talk about are the sequences that are on page 61. The first sequence I'll talk about is two groups of three followed by two groups of five. So, for example, it would be right, if I'm leading with my right, it would be right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. One more time. Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, left. It would be like this. Okay, so again, if I did it in time and counted the 16th note, you can hear how it fits into the measure. It'd be 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and okay? I can do that also by putting the accents on the toms. We'll try that again. 1, 2, and I'll count 16th. 2, ready. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E. So if you did that a little faster, it would sound like this. 1E, 2E, and 3. Okay, so that could be a one-measure fill, as an example. It could be part of a solo concept. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can utilize this. Now, the one way to think about it is to think about that pattern, 3, 3, 5, 5, and think about what the accent pattern sounds like. So the accent pattern for that is sounding like this. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4. 3E and 4. 3E and 4. So you notice that it's going to be the right, 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 left. because that's the sequence that the hands are going to play. So again, I'll play it in time. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and So you could do, another thing you could do until you get comfortable with those particular sticking patterns, just play a series of single strokes, but put the accents where they fall, like this. If I move those around the drum in that sequence, it would sound like this. Okay, so once you got that, and you were able to hear the accent pattern over the 1, 2, 3, 4, then the next step would be to add the actual sticking to that. Okay? So the last example is just reversing the sequence, playing 2 5s followed by 2 3s. So the 5s don't change. It's still going to be right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, left. And remember, the 5s alternate, the 3s don't. Okay? So if you played that sequence 5, 5, 3, 3, it would sound like this. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3. So the accent pattern, using the hands that would actually play on the toms, would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1E and 2E and 3 and 1E and 2E and 3 and again. 1E and 2E and 3 and again. And 2 and 3. A little faster. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and okay, so you could really take that to a whole different level. That's a good starting point. So recommend that you get the book, check it out. Spend time on understanding the level system, because that's the key to making this work. Otherwise, your accents and your non-accents are not going to be dynamically contrasted. And what you want is a good loud versus soft dynamic contrast. Doesn't matter, as I said earlier, where the accents start, as long as you're consistent. You know, so if I played the same pattern on my snare drum, but I played it from this level, I'd get this. Well, how about if I change it and I play it down here? So the main thing is that you have a contrast between the loud and the soft. And levels is a means to an end. Okay, I hope that was useful, and maybe I'll do some more of these a little bit later. Thanks for watching.